Discovery after a man and woman were found dead inside an SUV with gunshot wounds.
And this all unfolded right across the street from Miami-Dade College, and Local 10's Leanne Morejon is live. She's in Miami with a reaction coming in from some family members. Leanne.
Yeah, they had reported these two missing days before they were eventually found dead inside of an SUV right behind me in a parking garage. Now police say they are combing for clues and may need your help to find a killer. A murder mystery in downtown Miami after a man and woman were found dead inside a vehicle. 31-year-old Darius Kuhn and 35-year-old Chastity Charlotte Rodriguez had each been shot multiple times.
We need the public's help on this.
Miami police made the discovery on the morning of July 19th at this parking garage at 230 Northeast 4th Street, used by drivers from a nearby condo and hotel. Someone called 911 to report a strong odor coming from the 10th floor.
We located this SUV in which they found both victims. Both victims were obviously deceased, and they appeared to have been shot several times.
Both Coons and Rodriguez's family members had reported them missing about 3 days prior.
I talked to my son 3, 4, 5 times a day. So when he didn't call, I knew something was wrong.
Kuhn had recently moved from Detroit a few months ago, and Rodriguez was in town from New York. Rodriguez's brother says the two met here in South Florida.
She met him. She hung out with him 1 or 2 times, I don't know.
Both victims are parents.
My granddaughter, she's 7. She don't understand none of it. She just know that daddy is not picking up the phone. His son haven't been eating. He's a football player. He didn't even want to go to practice.
Rodriguez, a 10-year-old son.
She was a great mother. She didn't deserve to go out this way.
Now police are trying to figure out who did this and why.
Why they did it? Because it makes no sense.
To lose a child is nothing I would wish on anyone.
So police tell us they are looking at evidence, and not just from the day they were found, but because they were reported missing days before, they have to look minute by minute at surveillance video from several days prior to that gruesome discovery. They also say they want to hear from you, anyone that has information about anything suspicious or anything they observed perhaps in that parking garage or having to do with either one of these victims. If you have that information, you're urged to call Miami Police or Miami-Dade Crime Stoppers at 305-471-TIPS. We are live in downtown Miami. I'm Leanne Morejon, Local 10 News.
Yeah, what a tragic mystery. All right, Leanne, hope they get some answers soon. And
oh boy, what a terrible story. These two were murdered in Miami, and just listen to this story. I just have a whole bunch of questions. The young lady, I think her name was Chastity Rodriguez, came to visit this guy that just moved to Miami a couple months prior, and they were found dead in a parking garage. So my question is, was he the target? You know, because she's from New York. She came down to Miami to visit him. I guess they were hanging out, and then next thing you know, he's found dead and she's found dead in the car. So the question is, like, who would do this? 1, 2, it doesn't make any sense. And we talking about 2 parents who kids will never get to see him again. Won't be able to be raised by them again. The guy, I think his last name is Coons, had 2 kids. Miss Rodriguez had 1 kid. This is so sad, man. This is really sad. And hopefully they find out who did this. I don't know. Could the guy be targeted? Or it just doesn't make sense. Especially if is it a jealous murder? Just none of this stuff makes sense. I just hope that the city of Miami are able to find out who did this. It's something that happened. This murder happened a couple months ago. I just felt like it was something that I wanted to talk about. Something I've been thinking about for a couple months. I will follow up to see if anybody has been caught in regards to this murder, but I feel bad for the families. I feel bad for his mother and his kids, and I feel bad for Chastity's family also. I just hope that they find out who did this, because it makes no sense. Nobody should lose their life. It's just senseless. It just does not make sense. You know, was it a jealousy? Somebody was jealous. Somebody's upset. These are a lot of questions that will never get answered until the person who did this come to justice, or the person who did this is arrested. So, if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button, and I'll see you on the next video.